Hello everyone, I've got a weekly mutation video for you today. The new mission is called Time Lock, and the description is: time is not on your side. Amon's forces are moving fast and the battlefield is full of treacherous challenge to slow you down. You'll need to act with both speed and caution in order to win. Alright, there's 3 perks to go along with this lock and load mission. One is Time Warp. Enemy time warps are periodically deployed throughout the map. Second is Speed Freaks. Enemy units have double their normal movement speed. And the third is Magnificent. Mag Mines are deployed throughout the map at the start of the mission. Alright, so keeping that in mind, those Mag Mines are nasty. So I played through this mission previously and beat it while playing as Abathur with a random player. And the match was so laggy on my ultra settings that I decided not to post that recording. I felt like you guys would not like the lag. So I lowered my graphics down to the lowest settings they could go, and I played as Karax instead, because I felt like this would be a little more secure playthrough and pretty much everyone should be able to play as Karax. Now, it was not laggy while I was playing on the low graphics, and I hope the lower graphics are okay with all of you. I think the playthrough will be pretty fun to watch. Here, we'll get this started. I'm playing with one of my friends called Opdino, and he is currently a level 8 mastery. He is max level Warzone, of course, so level 8 mastery to go with that. And the strategy that I'm going to be using for this playthrough is kind of like my level 15 Karax video that I posted, where I just kind of progressed with my defenses throughout the whole lock and load mission. I'm going to be doing pretty much the same thing here, and every single time we secure a lock, I'm going to surround every single lock with photon cannons and shield batteries and the other big defense. Can't remember what it's called right now, but that's pretty much the process I'm going to go with. And I'm just going to get my economy going to start, and then get my gas as normal. But yeah, like I want to expand a little bit more on the perks in the beginning. So double the movement speed. That is ridiculous. It's going to look kind of like the game's glitching when you watch their units move, but that's just the setting that they got. And these Mag Mines will destroy your entire army if you're not paying attention. They've got a little laser that kind of shoots out to the direction where they got activated, and they go until they hit that little blinking red dot at the end. It doesn't look like that big of an explosion, but it does a lot of damage. I wasn't paying attention the first time I played through with my Zerg units while playing as Abathur, and those things just obliterate roaches. They have no chance. Okay, so back to here. Aside from those Mag Mines, what I'm going to be doing with Karax is I'm going to try to destroy these rocks right away using photon cannons. I'm probably only going to make maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 actual units this playthrough, and those units are going to be Mirages or Phoenixes. They're pretty much the same unit, just a different name while playing as Karax. Yep, my friend Opdino suggested that get a Phoenix to scout the mines if possible, then just tower. And by tower he means defenses. So I am going to keep on building my economy, but hopefully I can get these rocks destroyed right away. And what my teammate is going to be doing is he's going to be going Dark Archon and Zealots. I believe he might throw in Stalkers as well, but the purpose of getting those Dark Archons, if you guys have watched my level 15 Warzone playthrough, that is, I use Dark Archons and I just I mind control as many units as I can, and those mind controlled units don't cost supply, so you can just get this massive army, and it's just, you don't have to worry about losing your units anymore because you can just throw the enemy's units at themselves, and it works out really well. And those mind control units aren't timed for how long you can control them. You can just keep on holding on to those units. Can you use Mirage with your Energizers? Oh, okay. So I posted this comment to my friend, but I don't think he's going to respond. So those Dark Archons are very effective, but the Mirages that I'm going to be creating to kind of activate those Mag Mines, They work pretty well. It's just that there's so many anti-air units around all of the mag mines that the idea actually didn't turn out to be as great as I thought it was going to be previously. So I don't really build very many Mirages, and I more so just focus on creating the defenses. Now, you don't need to worry too much when they get the first Celestial Lock or the second one, because it's better to just kind of get your economy going rather than just throw a little bit of units out at a time. If you accidentally bait units to your base and aren't paying attention, you might end up losing this whole co-op mission. I did that once when I was playing as Abathur, because I've played this mission a couple times already. I accidentally baited the enemy units that were at one of the locks, and because they have double the movement speed, they followed me all the way back to my base and then started destroying all of my structures. And I didn't have any units left to defend myself. Okay, at your Solar Forge, you want to get all of those upgrades. Make sure to get all of the upgrades, because your Solar Forge generates that, I believe it's called Solarite for you. It's basically that energy that you can use to use your Photon Blasts and all those other abilities that you have. Upgrading your Solar Forge will generate that Solarite faster, and you can also repair. I believe there's an ability on it that allows you to repair or shield a unit, and you can upgrade those abilities there. Also, you want to make sure to get a Forge right away. I don't have any upgrades going yet for my Forge. I probably should. But there's 3 upgrades on the bottom that are for defenses if you're going to use the strategy. And one of the first upgrades allows you to get +2 range for all of your defenses. Then, yep, that's the one I'm getting right now. Then there's another upgrade that I believe improves your shield, the shields of all of your defenses. And then I believe the last one improves the attack speed. But I could be wrong on the last one. But yeah, so make sure to get all of the defense upgrades using this strategy. It's pretty much the most important thing as of right now. Now, this would look kind of scary, but you have these great abilities, and when you have big armies like that, it's best to use this Solar Lance. Use your Solar Lances on when there's a bunch of units right next to each other. That'll work best. Now, these red half circles or half spheres, those are the time warps, and they slow down your units' movement speed and attack speed. Let's see here, I'm warping in some photon cannons, and I'll figure out what the name of those big defenses are soon enough. But okay, so here's my attempt at trying to bait those mag mines. I got 2 of them, and then I don't know where I'm going with that Mirage now. At least I got 2 of them. Now this was a close one. I almost killed my friend's units, but he dodged just in time. So, securing the center lock. This is my strategy, and this worked out really well actually. Just place photon cannons right at the ramp, and then you're going to want to place shield batteries around those photon cannons and kind of try to wall off that front ramp. Yeah, I was trying to bait some mag mines there. Try to wall off that, let's see here, shield battery, shoot. But yeah, try to wall off this ramp here so your units can't surround your defenses, and then you should be good to go. Oh, there we go, Kahadrian missile, Kahadrian launcher or something like that. But yeah, you kind of want the photon cannons in the front, and then your Kahadrian launchers in the back. And then make sure to have shield batteries around everything. And it doesn't hurt to place a ton of shield batteries. The more shield batteries you have, the faster your shields are going to regenerate, and the longer your defenses are going to last. Now, as you can see, I'm placing some photon cannons on the other side of the ramp as well, because units are going to come from both sides, and you want to pay attention for that. Oh, there we go. Kahadrian Monoloth. There we go. Sorry, guys. Finally got it. Now, I'm probably going to use... You want to make sure to use that big ability, that any abilities that you have on a cooldown, you want to... I'm not doing that effectively here, but I should be using my Photon Overcharge and my other ability that has a cooldown on it more often. you want to use those very frequently because they don't cost any energy, and if you're not using them, you're not being very efficient. So if you want to be the most efficient and kill units faster, use your cooldowns as frequently as possible. You don't need to really worry about saving them because you should be pretty secure when big balls of forces come towards your base. As long as you have all of your wall of defenses on, you don't need to worry about saving stuff for enemies. Now my teammate just used his time stop. Yeah, I probably would suggest using Warzone and Karax for this mission. It's just time stop and Karax's general ability. I can't remember what this big ability is called, but time stop works out really effectively. Just getting into the enemy's base, you can build defenses around their frozen enemies, and then once they wake up, they're going to be focused on those photon cannons, so they won't do very much damage to your probes. But yeah, time stop's just really strong. It's a good ability. Okay, so for those of you who don't know or who haven't played this mission before, this is pretty obvious, but you need both allies on the lock at the same time to actually capture it. I've played a couple matches with people and they actually don't realize that you have to have units from both teams on the lock, even when the game is saying both allies required to capture the lock. It's just really frustrating because you can lose the whole mission because your teammate doesn't know what he's doing or she's doing. Okay, so once again, trying to secure the lock on the west side of the map, left side of the map, and I'm going to be placing... I shouldn't be placing my Kahirian Monoliths in the front. You should place those in the back because their range is so good. I'm just in a hurry right now. I'm trying to place as much defenses as I can. And my teammate, my friend, decided to use... Yeah, I wasn't very happy right here. He just destroyed about 900 to 1,000 of my minerals right there by activating those mag mines in the direction of my defenses. And I don't even think he realized what he did. That was a bummer. But the central lock's being attacked right now, but because I have such a good setup there, I don't even have to worry about those units. Here, on the other hand, though, I want to make sure to use these solar lances because I did not have enough defenses up to... I was going to lose too many defenses there if I didn't activate that solar lance. So that's why I used that there. And I actually have a ton of solarite left, a ton of energy, and I should be actually dropping some more of these photon blasts on enemy units or structures right now just to make better use of it. I'm going to be capped out pretty soon on it. And what I'm trying to do right here is just create a wall. A nice wall of structures just so they don't come straight at my probes. You want to make sure your economy doesn't get hit, if anything. Sacrifice your defense line before you sacrifice your economy, I would say, because, you know, you got to have income. With this strategy, I just noticed this now, I'm not making a good use of my gas at all. I have 2,000 gas. I wish it'd be nice if Blizzard would make it so you could donate your resources to your teammate, kind of like what you could do in multiplayer mode. That'd actually be pretty effective right here, considering my teammate is using Dark Archons and Colossus, and, well, actually, I think he captured that Colossus. I don't think Warzone has Colossus. I could be wrong. I can't remember. But, yeah, Dark Archons cost gas, and so do Stalkers, and pretty much all the units he's using cost gas, so it's best to... It would be really good if I could donate him my 2,000 gas. The only thing that I have that uses gas is my those monolith launchers, and you know I don't build very many of them because I have to use 300 minerals per defense, and it's just, yeah, I just don't use a lot of gas, so it'd be good to be able to donate to him. Now, as you could see right just a second ago, my teammate's Opdino used his time stop ability, and I was able to just kind of like walk or float my probe right into his base and start building photon cannons and shield batteries right in the midst of the action. And this is actually working out really well because my shield batteries are replenishing my photon cannons and all of my teammates' shield too. So it's starting to work out pretty darn well. And they got a lot of units here, but it's just they're not really destroying anything because I can just rebuild these. Well, they are destroying stuff, but they aren't gaining any or pushing us back because I can just build these pylons and photon cannons and shield batteries just so fast because they warp in within like under a second, I think, and it's just pretty darn effective. Alright, now I'm going to start securing this lock as well. You want to once again make a wall of those photon cannons. What would be ideal is put the photon cannons in the front, shield batteries behind the photon cannons, and then the Kahedron monolos behind all of that, because the range is epic on those things. Okay, now I'm just kind of doing some checks. I should make sure that I'm getting my upgrades. I think I'm missing about 3 of my upgrades from the forge right now, and I'm missing some of the upgrades from my solar forge. So I need to make sure to go get that. Alright, just doing some defending. Oh, something I don't think I didn't really realize before. I always forget about this, but the forge, the shield upgrade, that doesn't just go for Protoss units. It goes for Protoss structures as well. So it helps your defenses, and you want to make sure to get that. It's very helpful. I mean, your shield batteries replenish the shields of your structures, and then if your structures have stronger shields, it's just going to take a lot more work to get through that defensive line. So make sure you get all the shield upgrades from your forge. Okay, as you can see, Opdino is stopping time, and I'm going to be dropping that large beam again. And as you can see, it just automatically destroys everything for you. And you can control it yourself, but it goes to the nearest enemy that it can find. And I'm just kind of directing it to where I thought some enemies would be. As you can see, that was a really close one. There was about 5 or 6 mag mines just a second ago, and my teammate could have lost his entire army right there if he didn't micro well. Those things do a ton of damage, like I said before. Watch out for those things. And where you can, oh yeah, here we go. Solar flare, yeah. Make sure you get all of your solar forge upgrades once again. But yeah, when you can, make sure to use all of your minerals. You want to try get as much mineral usage as possible, because you'll be most effectively using your resources in that way. And it's kind of funny watching this defense. You don't even have to worry about building units as Karax when these waves come at you. You can just instantly rebuild your defenses right away, and then defend yourself. So it works out pretty well. Now I started losing some photon cannons here, but I think I'm gonna go over there and start Oh, actually, I don't even think I'm gonna do that. I'm not going to even worry about the center lock because I have enough defenses left there, and we only have 1 lock left. I won't be getting the bonus objective for you guys this time. This one, we might have been able to get it, but we are running pretty darn low on time, so I don't think that our chances of getting the bonus lock were very well. Whereas when I was playing as Abathur with my teammates, we both had massive armies. Even with all of the mag mines hitting our armies, it's just our forces were so large that we didn't have to. We could pretty much get everything on this map and clear it all, and we were able to get the bonus objective. But if you're doing this strategy, you're probably not going to get the bonus objective unless your teammate gets it like right after you have 4 of the locks. That's probably the only time you're going to be able to get that bonus objective, unless you're willing to sacrifice some of your base. I'm just, what I'm trying to get at is it's not easy to get that bonus objective using this strategy, because you only have 1 player really moving around with units. What I'm doing is just doing the defense, basically. I am doing some offense, but not a whole lot. Alright, it's starting to work out pretty well now. My teammate's finally clearing out the last area. I think we're going to end up losing one of these. Oh no, never mind. That's not this not this playthrough. We are going to have all of these locks secured, I believe. As you can see, I was dropping a ton of photon blasts because there was Dark Templars, and for some reason my teammate has not gotten any detection. I'm pretty sure Warzone actually does have detection if you go into your starport, and because I don't think Warzone actually has the Robo Bay, so that means that there would be no observer. But if you use observers, no, not observers, oracles. Oracles, I'm pretty sure oracles have auto detection while playing as Warzone. Every commander has to have detection, otherwise it just, I mean, you could lose an entire mission because of two invisible units if that was the case. So I don't know why he didn't get a detection, but that's alright. I've got photon cannons and that does the job. I guess that's why it's called a co-op mission, right? Because you guys work together. So at this point I have a ton of resources. I'm just dropping those Kahedrian monoliths wherever I can to just destroy everything, because those things do a lot of damage, but they've got a really slow attack. So if you don't have a lot of extra minerals, I would use photon cannons instead of shield batteries. And then, as you can see right here, those black holes with black holes and then dropping photon blasts on top of the units in the black holes is perfect. You can take out an entire army if your teammate who is Warzone drops a black hole and just sucks them all into one spot. You drop a bunch of photon blasts, they're all dead. It works out great. But yeah, as you can see, we didn't even get one celestial lock taken back from us after we secured it. So this strategy works really well, and I would suggest using it if you're a beginner and want to beat brutal difficulty for this weekly mutation. Very effective method, and as you can see in a second here, I'm not going to be getting the huge bonus because I already beat this mission, like I said before, on brutal difficulty while playing as Abathur. I just didn't post that because the graphics were not high enough quality, or the graphics were high enough quality, but it was just too darn laggy, and I did not want that to be posted. So I hope you guys enjoyed this weekly mutation mission video, and I will see you guys for the next video I'm going to be posting, and I will have another weekly mutation video the following week. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.